Hey guys, it's Shocky. So, today I have a Fortnite concept. It's not like a cosmetic, it's an update for the game to make it more fun, exciting, different, change it up. And I think it would work out really well. And I really want Fortnite to be fun again. The most fun I have in Fortnite is when I play Unvaulted or Sneaky Silencers. It's always something, it's an LTM and they're only out for a few days and then they're gone for months. So, I really want to be able to play Fortnite for hours a day and just the whole time be happy, fun, and it's just exciting. So this system I came up with is the hotspot system. The hotspots are the locations from Season 9 where there would be drones with better loot. I have 4 different types of hotspots, and each game there could be 1 or more, or 0 or 3, it's a random number amount. Each one has a set number, and I'm going to explain each one, okay? And then a few other things that I would like to add in this update. So, here we go. So, each match, locations will have a special bonus, and the color of the name of the location will mean something. In special zones, normal loot will still spawn, but there's the bonus of whatever each zone does. Now I'm going to go and explain all 4 zones, and it's going to be really cool. First off, we have the exotic zones. In the exotic zone, regular loot spawns on floor loot, chests, everything like that, but there's a chance of exotic weapons to spawn and exotic chests. And these chests could also spawn outside of exotic zones, but there's a higher chance in the exotic zone. But it's really rare outside of the exotic zone, okay? And then that just guarantees you an exotic weapon. And then there'll be 1 or 2 locations per game that will have exotic weapons. So you'll probably leave with 1 exotic weapon, maybe 2, depending on how much you want. You could land up with a whole loadout, And that's all. Next is the legendary zone. Legendary zone means rare loot is super common. Regular chests cannot drop green loot, so it's rare or better. Rare loot on the floor, but you can still find gray and green, but they're very rare. And then purple and gold have a higher chance, but you'll mostly just find the rare loot. And then chests, there's also a higher chance for the rare chest to spawn, so that's the best way you'll get the gold and epic loot. And there'll be 1 or 2 per game. Now we have the unvault locations. And an unvault location, there's a chance of unvaulted weapons to spawn on the floor or in chest loot. There are 2 to 3 per game. Chests have a rare chance of dropping the unvaulted weapons. And then the drones that will fly around the old hotspots have a way higher chance, pretty much guaranteed. And then no matter what, in an unvaulted zone, consumable items, throwable items, those and traps are always going to spawn, but weapons are different. So for example, Lazy would have the pump, heavy shotgun, scoped AR, but Holly Hedges in the same game would only drop the hunting rifle, boom bow, and revolver. So the locations are different, and by hovering over the location while you have your map open, it will tell you what weapons spawn there. Lastly, we have resource zones. In a resource zone, I like this a lot, it's pretty fun. You get siphon on kills, same as the 50 siphon, okay? You get the mats that would normally drop when you kill someone, 50 of each. And materials are multiplied in these zones, and there's 1 to 2 per game. So very chill, nothing crazy, and it's just a fun experience to get siphon and extra resources quicker. Okay, so now we have a lot of extra changes I want to go over. So first, 100% chest spawns. I don't understand why Fortnite would take out 100% chest spawns. Sometimes I'll land at a house, don't be any chests and no floor loot. I'll leave with a fishing rod and some ammo. It makes no sense. 100% chest spawns, we need it, okay? And then with this update went live, normal chests would have a really rare chance of spawning a exotic or unvaulted weapon, super rare, and it would feel like when you find a gold scar in chapter 1, beginning chapter 1, and you're oh my gosh, gold scar, let's go. Vending machines would be back, and there would be vending machines in these zones would relate to the zone and you'd be able to, like, say you're in a resource zone, the vending machine might give you, and the vending machines would work like you use gold instead of like it for free. So you'd spend gold and you could buy for like pretty cheap, like nothing over 600 gold. You could buy like healing items in a resource zone, or unvaulted weapons in an unvault, exotic weapons, stuff like that. And then vending machines outside of those places will be normal, how they usually are, with a certain rarity and that rarity thing. But sometimes you might find an unvault in like a purple vending machine. You might find a purple heavy shotgun, or you might just find an exotic vending machine. And I think maybe some vending machines could be free, where it's like a one-time use. Maybe that's what will happen with the exotic vending machines. I don't know. Another thing, I think this is like good. It's just more ways to get loot and changes up the game. So there are going to be vaults that spawn around the map. There's like 15 a game. The vaults will have a theme, like the resource, unvault, exotic, or legendary, and the loot will be different depending on that. So to access the vault, you'll have to go up to like a console or something. You press like your interact button, and then the like IO guards or something similar to that will come out. You'll have to kill them. Really easy. There'll be like 3 at most. You kill them, they drop some loot and some healing, just like the IO guards, and they'll drop a card for the vault. Then you can open the vault, you get the loot. Really cool. There will also be those rectangular chests from Season 2. Those will look different, and they'll be called vault chests, or like it'll be a different version of those chests. And when you open them, they give you like just any sort of form of loot. I don't know, some weapons, like a normal chest, but it'll also drop a like treasure map or like compass that shows you the nearest vault. And I don't think it won't show you. It would only show you vaults that are closed. So yeah, really small, fun thing to do. Get more loot. It's not like that loot's the problem. It's just more ways to get these special types of loot, you know? Because you're not going to find just the plain, boring vault unless you get the legendary vault. But the legendary vault will have, like, purple and gold items and stuff. Lastly is the supply drops. I think supply drops are kind of boring. It's just purple and gold. So there'll be different versions with, like, a green balloon, purple balloon, or blue balloon. The green will give you healing and materials, like 2 to 3 items of healing, and 10 to 400 materials. It'll be less than a llama, so llamas are still special. Purple would give you unvaulted weapons and like items, rift to goes, you know, stuff like that that's not in the game. Blue would give you 2 to 3 exotic weapons, some like healing, you know, normal stuff, but the exotic weapons. And because it's like exotic and they're harder to get, you'd get like 2 weapons from one supply drop, because there's not that many exotic weapons, and it just changes it up. I think these would be fun things. And then there's yellow, which is just a regular supply drop, guaranteed purple legendary, just like it is in game now. I think these are all really fun and cool changes, and it helps with like landing at a certain location, because it changes up the game, so it's not like everyone goes salty, or like, say like for example Dirty Docks. I really like Dirty Docks, and now this season there's a reason to land there, because you can get bounties at 2 people and upgrade your weapons at both people, and you get the suppressed pistol. So say next season they get rid of the NPCs. With this system, you can still, like, maybe you really want to get the unvaulted weapons, Dirty Docks is there for you. You can get the unvaulted weapons there, and like other people would want that too, so you land there. Like, you want the siphon, you want the legendary loot, you go to those locations. So it changes up the game, makes it fun and exciting. And maybe Dirty Docks is really far from the bus, and you can't get the unvaulted weapons there, but Holly Hedges is closer to the bus, and that's also unvaulted. You get to go there too. So it just changes up the game, and it's random, and it's just really fun. So I just really want to blow this up. I want people to see this. I want Fortnite to see this, because like, imagine Fortnite put this in game. Like, that would be so much fun. It's like the best possible version of Fortnite. And remember, this is only pubs. This is not going to change competitive, because I don't think they would like this at all. So to quickly summarize this, it doesn't change the arena. It's only for pubs. There are multiple zones. There's always going to be one of each zone every game. There could be more than one. Um, it's randomly spread out, and it just keeps the game fun and fresh. We have a huge loot pool. Fortnite has so many fun items, but they punish themselves by not releasing these items at all times. And so with this way, the system, they don't have to change the loot pool, but you can still get the weapons other ways. I don't see any cons to this. It's every weapon you could possibly want. Because say when throughout a season the loot pool rarely changes. I'll start switching up the weapons. Like at the beginning of the season, I was only using the charge, and I was using the lever when that came out, like only lever. Now I'm using like tack and charge, and I'm dropping ARs and only using pistols. With this update, instead of me just using the only pistol in the game, I could use the scope revolver, like stuff that's unvaulted. And it's fun, and I hope this happens. Please like, subscribe, follow for more, and try to blow this up. I really think Fortnite could do something cool with this. Thanks for watching.